What's up, family? $4,555 is the maximum amount in Social Security benefits, but most people will probably never receive that much money. In fact, younger individuals will probably never receive any Social Security benefits at all because of its insolvency issues if we don't make the necessary changes now to keep the program alive. Guys, take a look at this particular article right here about Social Security. It says that most Americans will never reach the maximum benefits, and here's why. It says that if you are at age to receive Social Security benefits, it is likely that you are not getting the overall maximum monthly payment of $4,555. To do so, you would require you to have worked 35 years, earning the maximum wage subject to Social Security withholdings tax every year, and delay your retirement until the age of 70 years old, which we all know Americans pretty much sign up for Social Security around either 62 years old or even 65 years old. But anyways, according to the Social Security Administration Office, the average monthly Social Security payment check as of today was $1,745.35 for the month of January of 2023. That's over 60% less than the $4,555 benefits ceiling that they have right now. And yes, guys, the maximum possible number in 2023 for Social Security benefits is dependent upon when you begin to collect your payments and how much you earn during the 35 highest earning working years of your life, depending on whether or not you work 35 years or so. But anyways, this particular wage-based limit is the maximum wage that's subject to withholding tax for that particular year. For earnings in 2023, this base is $160,000. The maximum wage taxable by Social Security changes each year and has risen over time due to inflation, whereas it was $38,600 back in 1985. For example, it had risen to $76,000 in the year of 2000 and $106,000 in the year of 2010. So anyways, guys, yes, did you guys know that that was the maximum monthly payment that anyone can receive for Social Security? Yes, guys, I was very shocked to see that. But do you know anybody that actually gets that much money? Do you know anybody that pretty much qualifies to receive the maximum amount of $4,555 every single month? And yes, guys, it says right here that that is the maximum monthly payments, which would give a retiree an impressive $54,660 per year in income from Social Security benefits. But that takes a lot of early career planning, a long work lifespan, earning the maximum wage subject to Social Security withholdings, and good luck ability to hold off applying for benefits until maxing out at the age of 70 years old. So again, guys, like I said, majority of Americans may never receive the maximum allotment for Social Security benefits. And you guys, after reading this particular article, you see exactly what I am talking about. But again, like I said, do you know anybody? If you do, comment down below in the comment section and let me know whether or not you actually know someone that is receiving the maximum amount of these particular benefits. Anyways, guys, moving on, we do want to talk about this particular Social Security and what a lot of Americans are saying, that pretty much Social Security is going to be broke. Yes, guys, they are talking about bankruptcy for Social Security Trust Fund, which is dependent upon by millions of American people in this country, including our seniors, our most vulnerable Americans right now. And yes, guys, this particular program is going broke, pretty much insolvency within the next 9 years or so. Yes, guys, it says right here that Americans are worried about Social Security right now, whether it's Transamerica's annual retirement survey, which 44% of workers fear the reduction in or elimination of Social Security benefits, which they also have a survey by Gallup, which says that 67% of workers worry a great deal or a fair amount about the Social Security system as of March of 2019, or any of the variety of other surveys. The trend is very clear. Americans fear that Social Security won't be around, or at least won't be as generous in the near future. And yes, guys, we have seen a lot of stories about this here recently where they have projected that Social Security could run out of benefits, enough money to pay for Social Security beneficiaries by the year of 2036. And then because of the high inflation that we have seen over the past 12 to 24 months, now that year has actually fallen by an additional 3 to 4 years. So now they're saying that this particular retirement program, the Social Security benefits program, could run out of money by the year of 2032. This is very startling, guys. That's pretty much less than 10 years away, less than a decade, guys. And yes, like it says right here, that Americans are worried about the Social Security program because they were told one thing years ago, that if they put in their money and they work 35 years, they would be receiving the Social Security benefits for the rest of their life. And to find out that these benefits could run out, and therefore beneficiaries may not be able to receive a monthly check in which they depend on every single month, yes, Americans are really frightened right now. And yes, guys, like I said, is Social Security going to go bankrupt? Well, according to this particular article, they are saying that, look, the short answer is no. This issue has been around for many years and seems to have resurfaced recently as we get closer to the year of 2034. The definition of bankruptcy is the inability to pay outstanding debts or obligations. The key word here is inability. Yes, guys, the Social Security program as designed has become antiquated and is being asked to do something it was simply not designed to do. When Social Security started back in 1935, there were approximately 45 workers to every one beneficiary. That number has steadily fallen over the past 88 years. And yes, the growth in beneficiaries due to living longer and reduced contribution workers due to people having fewer children has brought the current number of workers to beneficiaries to a 3-to-1 ratio. Current studies project that the system can operate as it is, as a 3-to-1 ratio, but by 2034, the ratio is expected to be 2-to-1. So you can see that the decrease of contributing workers to beneficiaries explains why Social Security will run out of money by the year of 2034 or even 2032, because there are just not enough workers that are putting more money into the Social Security Trust Fund, in which that is exactly why the Social Security program and the trust fund could file bankruptcy within the next decade or so. But again, like I said, so far we do have some different things on the table in which President Biden, Bernie Sanders, and other lawmakers on Capitol Hill are trying to reform Social Security so that it does not have an insolvency program in the next decade. And yes, guys, the first one that we do want to talk about is President Biden is vowing to do something about this. He said that one of his main objectives to do before he leaves office is to protect Social Security and to protect Medicare. Yes, guys, he actually outlined this here recently in his latest budget financial plan that he announced earlier last week. And yes, guys, it says right here that Biden vows to protect Social Security and Medicare in a speech that was outlining his budget plan. We do have a huge proposal on the table by our fellow friend, Senator Bernie Sanders, in which he is trying to have this Social Security reform right now, which he introduced a new bill to his colleagues and to the American people, which was pretty much called the Expansion Act of Social Security, or the Social Security Expansion Act. I believe I had that backwards, but anyways, Bernie Sanders reintroduces a bill to increase Social Security benefits, as well as it will extend the solvency issues. Yes, guys, legislation comes at a time of heightened interest as CBO forecasts spike in spending and debt ceiling debate continues to loom. But Senator Bernie Sanders formally reintroduced the Social Security Expansion Act to Congress a few weeks ago. This particular bill, if passed, would expand Social Security benefits by $2,400 a year, and it will also ensure Social Security is fully funded for at least the next 75 years. Now, again, the Social Security Expansion Act was first introduced back in June of 2022 by Bernie Sanders and United States Representative Peter DeFazio. This particular time, Sanders has a new coalition of supporters in fellow Senators Elizabeth Warren, as well as a few others that are actually supporting this new expansion bill. They have pretty much revived revised it from the previous one that was introduced back in 2022. But now this new bill, it looks like he has a little bit more traction in getting different representatives, lawmakers, and people in Congress to actually support this new bill by Bernie Sanders. And yes, it says that 8 other senators and 25 Democrats from the House and Representatives have signed on as co-sponsors of this Social Security Expansion Act of 2023. So again, like I said, they are trying to make sure that this particular entitlement program does not go into bankruptcy, does not fall into insolvency. They are trying to revive it, change a few rules in the particular plan, because we all know that Social Security plan has pretty much not been evaluated or changed up in many years, decades, guys. So it is time to do that. We are actually late on doing that, but the good news is that they are actually taking action right now and getting things done, especially from our Senator Bernie Sanders. So again, guys, that is the huge bill that is on the table that looks like it does have a lot of support from people on Capitol Hill. So hopefully this is very promising, and this could actually fix the problem for at least the next 70 to 75 years or so. And then we also have where President Biden introduced a new financial plan, or his budget proposal. He introduced this last week, which he said that, look, in his particular proposal, he said that one of his main objectives is going to be protecting and strengthening Social Security, as well as protecting Medicare. Yes, guys, these are one of the 2 top priorities that he has before he wants to leave office, which we obviously know that will pretty much happen in less than 2 years or so. But anyways, President Joe Biden called for protecting and strengthening Social Security with the introduction of his fiscal 2024 budget this past Thursday. This particular plan in light of details for long-term fixes to Social Security, but it does call for increased funding to help alleviate some of the long waits for the particular services that it has to offer. So again, days after introducing this particular plan to shore up Medicare, President Joe Biden called for protecting and strengthening the Social Security program. With this particular budget, the president reaffirmed his intentions to reject any proposed cuts to Social Security or Medicare. It also confirmed he plans to work with Congress to strengthen both programs at the same time. Now, his statement stopped short, however, for proposing a specific plan to restore Social Security trust funds, in which, like I said, we already have that plan from Bernie Sanders. So again, guys, if these particular 2 people, President Biden and Bernie Sanders, can actually get together and work together, they can actually get this to work, saving Medicare, saving Social Security, increasing the insolvency rate by at least 75 years. This can all happen very quickly, guys. And yes, I will go ahead and say that they are trying to get this done before the end of this year. So that could be some big news, because like I said early in the video, Americans are afraid. Americans are scared. They are worried about the Social Security program, as well as the trust funds that it actually holds, and whether or not it will be able to continue to pay out its obligations, the benefits, for the next several years or so. So again, guys, like I said, whether or not you believe it or not, it does look like Social Security at its current state is projected to fall into bankruptcy. However, we do have some new bills on the table that could actually prevent that from happening. So anyways, guys, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But feel free to check out some of the items down below. There are a few ways for you to be able to support this channel, as well as some opportunities for you to receive things like the Amazon Prime membership for free for 30 days. Also, you can receive 12 free stocks from signing up with Webull and depositing at least $1. And those stocks could be worth up to $3,000. But anyways, those are just a few. But if you are interested, be sure to check out the links in the description. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.